Hello, everyone, and welcome to Orange University. So, for this season of pack opening, I'm gonna open Commander, Master, Collector, Boosters. So, yeah, I bit the bullet and I went and bought one of these. I don't want to go Anguish again, so I only got one and get a whole case. And yeah, this is still just like last year, crazy, insane $200 for 4 pack mess. And a lot of people have been talking about it online. If you watch, Rudy's video, you watch. I don't know why it didn't get cut. You watch Rudy's video, you watch Professor's video, you watch a lot of influencers. They've been talking about how, hey, this is not a good set. The cards are fantastic, but the price point is insane. And I have to agree with that. Obviously, it's insane. Just like last year when they were trying to sell the $200 per collector booster for 4 packs. That was crazy. And now they boost up the set box and the draft box. I don't even know why there's a set box. I mean, if you want to play draft, you buy the draft box. You want to collect, you collect this, right? And I thought that was the idea, but Wizard wants to get their full money's worth, so that's what they did. And I think this is still going to bother me. If you look at the pack here, if you look at the packs here, you can see that clearly it's 1, 2, 3, 4. But the box can fit more. You can definitely make it at least 6 packs. I get that you don't want to make it 12, but why don't you just make it 6? I said that last year too. If it's $200 for a 6-pack for premium product, I think a lot of people will still jump at the gun for it. But now, as it stands, it's not happening. And this is the only pack art is Commander Master with the I forgot what the dinosaur's called. But on the box art, of course, we got good old Lotus. Of course, that's what we want to pull, but hey, knowing my luck, one of these cards is going to be Anguish Unmaking, and the other 3 are going to be also Anguish Unmaking. All right, so let's see what we actually get. Only 4 packs, so I'm going to go a little bit slower so that we get to see all of its glory. At least the pack opens pretty easily. As I said, that it gets stuck. I didn't get this on Amazon, by the way. Don't buy packs. Don't buy cards on Amazon ever again because there's a lot of repacking issues and people scamming each other. If you haven't heard, I don't want to say who's doing what because I don't really know. But I've seen it a lot, and I've got a few packs or boxes from Amazon that I had to send back because the shrink wrap was not Wizard of the Coast, and I don't want that. So here we go. We got Ghostly Flicker, Champion of the Flame, Rescope, Campfire, Whisper, Blood Lurgis, Lashio, basically nothing so far. Okay, we got a mountain. That's something. Cool looking mountain there. We got a Fell War Stone. This is basically nothing. I don't know what else to say. The Fell War Stone is not a good card. We got Nadlier's Nightshade. We got a foil command tower. I remember back when it was first released in one of the commander set box that people saw. Oh my god, a command tower, a land that adds any mana you want. That must be crazy. But they reprinted it to the ground, so now I don't think it's worth anything. But it's cool. Borderless art command tower and anything. I'm gonna put the borderless arts here. Yep, borderless here. And we got the Wretched Confluence. That's our rare of the pack. Oh my, that's bad. That's really bad. I don't think anyone wants a rare Confluence. We got Joril as the edge, so not Anguish Unmaking, but going by my record, I guess I'm getting 4 Jorils. We got the Hatchery Sliver. Replicate 2. Each sliver spell you cast have replicate. The replicate cost is equal to its mana cost. I think replicate is you paid that extra cost, and then you get an extra copy of that as a token, I think. Not bad, but for a sliver deck, 2 casts green. I've played a lot of sliver. Back in the days, I had a sliver overlord deck. Before EDH, I had just a 60-card deck that ran 2 sliver overlords. That was really fun, except in high school, someone stole it. All right, anyways, long story short, green, 2 mana, is something that you absolutely... it's a premium in a sliver deck. You absolutely cannot fit any more, is what I'm trying to say. You got the Gem High Sliver, you got the Mana Swift Sliver. That's already 2 cast green. You also have the Quick Sliver so that you can cast it as an instant. And then you have Muzzle Sliver that buff all your slivers. So you can't really fit any more green ones. I don't know how good this card is. I don't like it, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, we got the Wheel. Magnus of the Wheel. Not a great card, but I love it. I love this card in a Nala deck because you can copy it with the Nala's passive, right? And you can basically get you pay an extra mana, you get a Wheel of Fortune effect that is instant speed, or at least haste speed. So that is pretty nice. Oh, and then we get the deflecting swat. All right, so I didn't see this card. I mean, I saw the card, but I didn't see the name of the card. I saw the art and like some stupid dragon. Who cares? Deflecting swat. This card is good. This card is great. This is like the red version of Fierce Guardianship. So I'm happy I got that. This is a fantastic card to pull in the first pack. And I mean, maybe my luck's about to turn, but this is borderless. The works deflecting swat. I don't know about the price, but it's something that makes me happy. And then we got a spirit. On the back of the spirit, we got a cat. All right, spirit cats. First pack, very, very good for the showcase. Now, let's see. We got the Foundry Inspector. Artifact spell you cast costs 1 less. Great card. If you go on EDH Rec, you look at any deck that has any sort or any semblance of artifact, you'll have this card. I don't like it. A 3 mana that makes all of your cards cost 1 less. If you play every other card as an artifact, it makes all of your artifact cost 1 less, right? A 3 mana means that you have to play 3 extra spells for that to be worth it. And even in that scenario, you're hoping that this card doesn't get removed before then. I don't like it. It's a common, so a lot of people might like it. I got a bunch of nothingness. I got a Hoarding Dragon, it's pretty cool. But basically it just exiles artifacts, I think. Search the library for an artifact and exile it. And when it dies, you can put it into your hand. So you just hope no one removes it or exiles it. And we got a Wither Rogue. All right, so those are the commons and nothings. And islands are cool. I like these retro style foil lands. I hope they do more of this. But if they do too many, it kind of loses touch. But I do like this from Dominaria Remastered, and I like this for this set. We got a Commander Sphere, another card that basically is nothing. It's trash price-wise, but it's very cool art-wise. I don't know how many people run Commander Sphere in their actual Commander deck if it's not draft, because it's 3 mana rock, and it doesn't have a killer effect. So yeah, Kodama Reach, another card that I don't really like ever to use, but it is a card that people like to use. And then we got another Nettlier's Nightblade. No, I don't want to say Nightshade. Whenever a token you control leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life and gain 1 life. So this is new. This is a very good card. I don't know if I've ever seen it, but this is a fantastic card because if you ever seen any commander deck, it's just tokens, tokens, tokens. Artifact, treasure tokens, clue tokens, food tokens, blood tokens, tokens everywhere. So, whenever you have a token that leaves, hey, guess what? Opponent lose 1 life, you gain 1 life, you start draining them. Like, hey, we got Tessa Karloff. That's a cool rare. Nothing else to say. People like to running Tessa as a commander, and she's pretty cool. Grand Abolisher Edge. Wow, okay. So this is one of the cards that I really like to play back when I was playing Modern days. And it wasn't that good in Modern because it just gets removed. But I really, if you ever see me play Magic, you know that I really like combo decks. And this card is a go-to for a lot of combo deck because we need it to stop our opponent from stopping our combo. So we play a Grand Abolisher. Hopefully they don't counter it, but even if they do counter it, that's 1 counter spell out of their hand, and then we can go off with our combo. It's only 2 mana to stop your opponent from playing much things. Many things. And we got Flayer of Loyalty. So when you cast a spell, you get basically a token version of this that has Annihilator 2 and haste, or Trample Annihilator 2 and haste. It's also a 10/10. But the only thing is, the only side that you don't get one. I think you can control target creature, right? And that creature has that. Now, what I don't like about this is one aspect of it I find it off-putting is that the thing you copy has haste, but this one doesn't have haste. It's a 10 mana card. Just give this card haste. It's fine. Ooh, we got Fierce Guardianship. That's cool. That's very, very cool. So yeah, I mean, we got Deflecting Swat, now we got Fierce Guardianship, right? This is the free counterspell. If you have Commander, you're playing Commander, you're probably going to have Commander. So, free counterspell. The counter target non-creature spell, it did happen to me once where I tried to counter a card that was a creature, and that was very embarrassing. So remember, only counter target non-creature spells, but still very good. Protects your Commander in a lot of cases. And we got Champion's Helm. Equip creature gets +2/+2. As long as equip creature is legendary, has hexproof. Not bad. Basically gives your Commander hexproof. That's the idea of the card. Now, doesn't get haste, it's just +2/+2. That's kind of lame. I much rather it doesn't even have the +2. Just give it haste. That would make it so much better. Or, maybe it costs equip 3 and give it indestructible. Indestructible hexproof is like the I don't know how to say it, but everybody sought after that in Commander, right? You want your Commander to be indestructible or hexproof because then they can't really stop it. All right, and then we got Eldrazi Scion. That's a cool Let's go token. Before it was just called a Drowsy Spawn, but now they're Scions. It's the exact same ability, except now it's a 1/1 instead of a 0/1. They have upgraded. And a Satyr. I don't know how to pronounce it, but no one really cares because it's Eldrazi. Alright, that was 2 packs. We got 2 really good cards. We got Deflecting Swan and Fierce Guardianship. So, if I were to go buy Deflecting Swan and Fierce Guardianship before this set came out, that would have cost probably like $100. So, I already got my money back if this was not a reprint set. But it is, and all the cards are going to drop in price. So, I'm not going to say that this is worth it monetarily. It's just been fun to open, which I did assume it was going to be very fun to open. The cards in the set is fire. The only problem is that the price point is way too high, and there's no way you can afford like a case of this for $1,200-$1,300 just to get 24 packs. That's insane. All right, we got Crash Rhino Beetles, Terramorphic Expanse, Cyclop Electromancer, Cryptic Serpent, Victimize. I think these are okay cards for Commander, for common in Commander Master. You're going to have to put common draft chaffs in sets, and these cards, no one really cares, so, it's fine. Okay, another mountain. Not the same mountains before, but another mountain. And then more Commander staples that are worth nothing, but are absolutely beautiful to see in the new art. Darksteel Mutation. Make your opponent's commander into a 0/2 indestructible nothing. So that's something, right? That annoys everyone. And we got Frantic Search. I remember when I was looking for this card in my pile of old blue card box, and I couldn't find it. And this card is actually really good because you draw 2, discard 2, and you untap 3 lands. But this is Commander. Most of your lands are way better than tapped at 1 mana. So if you can untap 3 lands and you untap 3 of the ones that matter, like Lotus Field, if you have a Gaia's Cradle, right? If you have Sarah's Sanctum, you untap 3 lands, you're gonna get so much effect out of things that untap lands. That's why these cards, this, Unwind, or Rewind, Rewind, Unwind this, and Snap in Commander, they're awesome cards. Another foil version of the Commander Sphere, so it doesn't matter. Cool card, not gonna see it, never gonna see it in a game, unless we're drafting, so yeah, I'm just gonna put that to the side. Wayward Sword Tooth, very cool card. I did want to put this in a Commander deck that was running Azusa. It's not an Azusa deck, but it was a landfall deck that does run Azusa, and I thought about putting in a Wayward Sword Tooth. That's too hard to say, but I couldn't find one in my collection, and I didn't want to go buy one just because I already had Exploration and all those cards. But now I have one, so that's cool. That's cool reprint. I appreciate that. Champion's Helm. I didn't want another one of these in Edge, so yeah, Hexproof is great, but it's not end-all be-all. All right, the new card, Titan of Ligeia. This is the card that when it enters the battlefield, you choose a creature type, and then this becomes the chosen type in addition to other types. So that's okay. And when it enters the battlefield or attacks, you get to draw a card for each creature you control that shares a creature type with it. If you do, discard a card. And it's a 6-mana Titan. But if you remember Frost Titan, it was god awful. It was so bad compared to some of the other Titans. I guess Grave Titan would probably be the worst, but the best Titan is probably Vivo Titan, and that's why it's banned. And then Sun Titan is so good. I think every white deck that's not aggro probably runs Sun Titan in their Commander deck. Now, I think for blue decks, you can justify whether or not to have Titan of Ligeia in your deck, depending on if you have some sort of creature synergy. Now, it doesn't have to be that your entire deck is all slivers, like this came in a sliver deck, the pre-con, right? It could be that your deck has a human slant, like a lot of your creatures are humans, or your deck has a wizard slant, a lot of your creatures are wizards. If you have just 2 or 3, I think this is worth it, because if you have 2 on board and you play this, you basically draw 3, discard 1, and then every time it attacks, the Titan attacks, you draw 3, discard 1. That's okay, justifiable. Training Center, we got a land. I mean, this is the land cycle in the set that we already saw in, I don't want to say Battle for Baldur's Gate, but I think it was released in Commander Masters. And yep, so we got another one of these. Coming to play untap, you have 2 or more opponents, which is almost every Commander game. Did you guys see that? Did you see this? It happened. Jewel Lotus, we pulled it. That's an insane box. This is the best box I've ever opened, and justifiably, I paid $200 for it, and I got what I pay for. But I don't usually do this. I don't usually pull stuff like this. Jewel Lotus. There it is. We got it. It's the work. It's not etched, right? It's not texture, but it still works. It's got the borderless, Ultra R foil. Ooh, look at that. All right, we got Jewel Lotus. And we got Saproling. On the back, we have a Core Soldier. So, all right. I don't think I can top that. Those 3 packs were just going up the level. We got Deflecting SWAT, and then we got Fierce Guardianship. I guess Fierce Guardianship is kind of going down because we didn't pull the Works version, right? We got the regular borderless art, but we got Jewel Lotus. All right, that's very, very cool. Last pack of the day, though. We got Poland Bright Druid, so Furious Blast, Thriving Grove, Witching Well, Arcane Signet, another one of those. I thought Arcane Signet was a mistake. Didn't Mark Rosewater say this was a mistake? Now we see it everywhere. And Fenza Kin Tree Spirit. All right, those are commons. And then we got a Mountain. We got a Path of Ancestry, another one of those cards that is worthless, but it's absolutely cool, and the Ultra art makes it look so beautiful. Come to play tapped, and then basically it's a command tower, but every time you cast a creature that shares a creature type with your commander, you get to scry 1. So that's an upside, but it's a land coming to play tapped, so it's a little questionable. And then we got Exsanguinate. This card used to be worth so much. I don't know how much it's worth now, but I really should have sold my foil when I had a chance. I looked through my foil box, and apparently I had a foil Exsanguinate from back in the day. Could have sold that for like $400. I don't know how much it's worth, but it's not $1, right? So Exsanguinate is a cool card, though. It basically drains everyone. Return to Dust, the card that exiles 2 target, basically double disenchant, except it's exile, and that's pretty cool. I don't know what else to say. I don't think a lot of people run Return to Dust in their deck because it's a 4-mana card that basically is a sorcery. If you cast it as an instant speed, 4 mana to exile 1 thing is not that great. You can use Anguish the Nullmaking. So we got Imp's Mischief. Was that a rare? That's not a rare. So this is our rare. Our rare is Imp's Mischief. Change the target of target spell with a single target. You lose life equal. Hey, that's not that bad. It's a deflecting swap. But you lose life. And it costs 2. I mean, in black, I didn't even know this card existed. That's a very cool card. Put it in all your black decks. I recommend it. All right. And then we got Lich. The Vindictive Lich. When it dies, choose 1 or more. Each mode must target a different player. Target opponent sack creature, target player discard 2 card, or target opponent discard 2 card, and target opponent lose 5 life. Well, it's Vindictive and it's EDH, so it does a lot of things. Not really much that matters, I guess. I don't know. I don't like this card, but hey, you're making all of your opponent your enemy. I don't know why you would want to do that, but it's a black card. A lot of black color do that, so I don't. I guess it's all about getting everyone on your bad side. All right, we got Desecrate Reality. For each opponent, exile up to 1 target permanent that player controls with an even mana value. And it could be 0, and an Adamant, which is really weird because Adamant usually is 3 mana of any color, any 1 color, but this is colorless, so it becomes 3 colorless mana. So if at least 3 colorless mana, which is waste. I think that's how you can consider that. The spell to cast, or to cast into this spell, return a permanent card with an all mana value from graveyard. I can think of ways for this to work, but it's a 7 mana instant. It's kind of hard, but a 7 mana instant that exiles 3 permanent. If nothing else, right? 0 is even. It says that, but as a reminder, 0 is even. And guess what is a 0 CMC permanent? Lands. So nothing else is exiles 3 lands. So it's something, right? What? Double? All right, I didn't think we were gonna do it, but we did it. Double Jewel Lotus. We got another one. Not foil, but we're not gonna get 2 foil, right? But double Jewel Lotus. What a day. What a box. Oh, geez. The guy who summoned this box must be kicking his whatever. All right, and then last card. Azami, Lady of Squirrel. I don't like this portrait. I don't like any of the portrait cards. It's too zoomed in, and it's not my art style. I mean, some people might like it. Azami is a great card, though. A lot of people kind of dismisses her because it's a 5 mana card draw, and people don't like it. But guess what? If you ever play in a Nala deck, this card is pretty good. you got a bunch of tokens that you just made copies of, and a lot of them had ETB effects, but that's it. So they come into play. What do you want to do? Attack with it? No, draw a new card. Maybe you get synergy. Maybe you draw Jewel Lotus and really, really ramp up the day. Wow, we got 2 Jewel Lotus today. I'm just very excited about that. And lastly, we got Servo. Servo into the ready, the Scrap Savant emblem. All right. So that was the box. This has been an incredible opening. Commander Master. I didn't think it was ever going to happen. You know, my luck apparently finally turned in the box opening days. And I still, even boxes like this, right? The boxes like this was crazy good. You know, the way that I opened today, the cards that I opened today is crazy good. And I made my money back, maybe even double. Probably not double, but I don't know how much the Jewel Lotus are worth. It's at least I made it back and then some. It's go over the value that I paid for the box. True that. But I still don't recommend buying a lot of boxes for financial values. Now, I think this is what Wizard of the Coast has done to the Magic economy, and is that you probably shouldn't be buying boxes for financial values or even hoped to get any level of financial value. It's, you know, it's not the lottery. I like people like to say it's the lottery. Lottery is like 1 in a million chance. It's not 1 in a million, but it is 1 in 100, 1 in 200 chance that you'll make money back. It's very low. And most of the time, you won't make your money back. And that is how the card market is now today. So I would recommend, you know, buying, if you have the excess cash, go buy 1 box. Have fun with it. If you pull something crazy like this, you'll be so happy. And if you pull something really bad, like what I always do in the past, at least you won't be that upset because you only bought 1 box. And, you know, maybe there's some cards you want, you go buy the singles. I heard the single market has crashed. So that's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me for this box opening that I really want to do at least 1 for Commander Masters. And I'll see you guys next time.